Good morning. Welcome to week 110 on resistance. So there's always something that we're resisting in our lives when it comes to things that we want. So if you want a better career or a more fulfilling relationship or um, better health, there's something in the way. There's something that we resist, and we're not always aware of that because our conscious mind sort of reasons that we want it, um, and it doesn't see like how they're, how could we not? Like it doesn't see the flip side, which is at the subconscious level. There's reasons why we don't want it. There's a resistance to having, and often that is what is in the way, what's causing a block. So we're going to use today's meditation to increase our awareness of any resistance that we might have to something that we decide that we want. So let's practice that together in meditation now. I invite you to lower your gaze or close your eyes, whichever is more comfortable for you, and minimizes distractions. And just invite a sense of ease and flow to this moment, feeling of being more grounded. Just let each breath ground and center you a little bit more, allowing each breath to tune your attention into your body. And give yourself permission to sink into a feeling of release, relaxation, making sure that your back is upright but relaxed. Your head is resting comfortably without adding any pressure on your spine. Let your arms rest at your sides and release all tension in your hands by gently opening them. And if you're seated, make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Now allow the muscles on your face to soften. Just letting go of any tension, starting with your jaw, your tongue, just having your mouth slightly open, just letting go, softening your forehead, letting go of all tension, and softening the muscles around your eyes. And just noticing any discomfort slowly vanishing as you feel your entire body follow suit, relaxing, just noticing that feeling of relaxation drop through your body and out of the soles of your feet, grounded to the floor or the earth. And then feeling your awareness drop through your body and ground there in that energy. Now think about one thing that you want most. It's important to focus on one thing at a time. And trust whatever comes up for you is the right thing to focus on today. What is the one thing you want most? Better health, a fulfilling relationship or career, better finances. And noticing whatever comes up and allowing it. Let it be there. Might be an emotion, sadness or fear, anxiety. Just let it be there. Just breathe, remembering that your breath is a very present activity. The present is safe. And just notice where that emotion is inside your body. And it might not be an emotion, it might just be a sensation in your body. But notice that, be with it. You don't need to know what the resistance is, only that it's there. Only that in your body, there's physical sensations or emotions that come up when you think about what you most want. Just being aware that there's a resistance to it. Just breathing into it, being with it, just allowing it to take up the space it needs, knowing that you are free to take up the space you need. It doesn't have to contract you, constrict you. Let your body open with each breath. And allow that resistance, that feeling, that sensation in your body to have the space it needs to express itself. And we don't need to know what it is or why it's there. We only want to know that it's there. We want to be aware that it's there. And then imagine if that resistance were the only thing there. When you think about the one thing that you want to focus on, the one thing you want right now, what does that feel like if this feeling, this resistance is all there is? Just notice what happens in your body. Remain anchored to your breath. Give yourself permission to breathe in fully, to not contract. Let each breath open up your body. But notice where there is that need for contraction or tension or tightening. When you think about the resistance being all there is when it comes to what you most want, the one thing you're focusing on right now. Just notice that need to tighten or constrict. And just keep breathing into it. And not needing to know why. You just want to be aware that it's there. Most of the time, we're simply not aware of what is there. There's no need to change anything. Things naturally change or dissolve through acceptance of what is just as it is. That's what releases the resistance, releases the tension. Learning to coexist. Learning to take up all the space you need. Doesn't have to coexist in your space. You can even imagine moving that feeling outside of you, lovingly, giving it all the space it needs. Okay for it to exist. It's okay for you to exist. It's okay for both to take up all the space you need. There is more than enough space. Allow each breath to expand your space so you're comfortable in the space that you're taking and occupying. And if you still feel that resistance in your body, even if you imagine moving it out, you can place a hand where that feeling still is in your body. Send that part of you love and compassion, gratitude for the ways it's trying to protect you. Now you can imagine just opening a door in that place. And just notice what happens to that emotion or sensation or tension as you imagine opening up a door. Typically, emotions don't want to be trapped in our body. We hold on to them. Now imagine if, when you're thinking about this one thing that you want most, you could imagine there being infinite possibilities, a multitude of different possibilities for that one thing, for its creation, for its manifestation. Just imagine more possibilities than you can fathom, like stars in the sky. Notice what that feels like. Notice what happens in your body when you imagine that there's infinite possibilities for what you want. And how is that different than one possibility? So stay in that feeling of infinite possibility, the multitude of possibilities available to you. And you don't need to know what they are. You don't need to know how. Just being open to the idea that there's more possibilities available to you than you can fathom. Being open to the idea that there's an infinite number of ways for you to receive, manifest, or create what it is that you truly desire in your life. And being comfortable with not knowing which one or how, and what these possibilities are. Just resting in the idea that there's many ways. Opening up to the idea. And seeing what happens. And noticing the difference in the feeling between one way, resistance, being that one way, and infinite possibility. Just noticing how that feels in your body, your receptivity to it, where you would rather be. What if? What if this one thing was not only possible, but it was your destiny? What if there's a way that you have not conceived of yet? And what if you didn't have to know that way? You didn't have to know how. You just needed to be open to there being a way. Being aware of any resistance, being with that resistance and letting it fade away into infinite possibilities. And now take a deep, rejuvenating breath, allowing that breath to infuse this experience into every cell of your body. Imagining every cell receiving that breath, smiling in gratitude, creating a cell memory of this experience so that you'll return to it whenever you feel stuck, when you feel that resistance, that you will choose to be with it, dissolve it. And then open up to infinite possibilities. And very slowly begin the process of coming back from the meditation in your own timing, feeling the weight of your body where it's resting, grounding yourself in any pressure you might feel there. Trusting and allowing whatever your body needs. If it wants to move, or if you want to wiggle your fingers and toes, stretch. A deep breath. Release that breath with a sigh. Just indulging in whatever your body needs. These are all ways that we release energy or emotion. Trusting ourselves. It's what we need in this moment. And yawning is a way that we release. And then very slowly and peacefully bringing yourself back from the meditation, as you might slowly bring yourself back from a deep sleep. Knowing there's no rush to come back. But whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and remember to make notes of any thoughts or insights that you might have had during the meditation in your journal or notebook. Remembering that there is power to writing things down. There's power to putting your thoughts and ideas and insights into words. Words have power. And then also remembering that these meditations don't have to take 20 or 30 minutes out of your day. It's just one breath of awareness. Just being aware of one breath is a meditation. So you're fully present to that one breath. And even while you're present to that one breath, being present to any resistance in the moment. What am I resisting in this moment? Or where is resistance in my body? Or where is there tension, constriction, tightness in my body in this moment? And then releasing it with the out breath. So thank you again for taking the time to practice with me today. I hope you have a wonderful day and week ahead. And if you're here with me live and you want to write quietly for 5 minutes and then share, you're welcome to do so. And otherwise, have a wonderful week. Thank you.